Honorable Vice Chancellor, the deans, the coordinators of this faculty development program, I thank all of them for organizing this program, but I expected the same very early, but they are starting it after the opening of the classes. But it creates some overlapping or inconvenience. Anyway, you have to undergo this. And I welcome all all the faculty members who are recruited newly to the Vignan family. So the whole objective of this program is, yes, your life on the campus should be happy. Yes, nobody is smiling. All you should be with a smile. The life on the campus should not be a miserable thing, should not be a failure thing, should not be an unwanted thing. It should be a happy process. That is the very objective of this program. How you will get happy when you have a smile on your face, when you live happily. It is not out of the salary you get it. It is not out of the intimacy with your chairman or vice chancellor you get it. It is not something else, comforts or facilities. As a teacher, you will always be happy, excited when the students appreciate you. That is the ultimate thing. When the students love you, when the students appreciate you, when the students admire you, then you are the happiest man. Yes, that is the. Your salary is remembered only on 30th of the month. Well, once in a day of the month. So your facilities, comforts are negligible because most of the time you are spending on the campus or in the classrooms with the students. So when your life with the students, connectivity with the students and the process with the students is happy, everything will be happy. That's what I wish, and the objective of the program of FDP is that. So no student, no teacher should be a failure teacher over here. No teacher should be unhappy on the campus. Yes, every teacher should come out of every class. Yes, nobody can teach better than this in this world. This is how it should come back from any class. So that then naturally your life will be very exciting, very happy, and very interesting. Yes. So yes, how to make yourselves a good teacher? I know that most of you are from good institutions, from mostly IITs and NITs. Some of you must have an experience of 5 to 10 years in other institutions. I know that. And then the first basic question is, why I need training? I am selected in the gate, I was in the first 10 rankers of the gate, I was appreciated by the NIT professors or IIT professors. Why I need training at all? Yes, as I told you, you need definitely training on many aspects. That is the important aspects are for good teaching. That is the most important. That is the core thing. And the second thing is how to maintain connectivity with the students. And the third aspect, how to understand the students. And the fourth aspect is how to connect it to the other faculty members, because you are in a group and when you are the new people. In every department there are 2-3 new people. Naturally, what happens in anywhere, whether NIT or IIT or any organization, if any new thing enters into the system gets vibrated. That's the basic physical law. If a boat is there in the engine, naturally system gets vibrated. A foreign body enters into the system, the system gets vibrated. So how to face that, how to make it a smooth entry into that is the connectivity with other faculty members. These are the 4 or 5 aspects of what you should have some understanding, so that for the smooth entry into the department and getting a lot of admiration from the students, and ultimately your life on the campus will be made happy. So this is the very purpose of it. And the first thing, of course, I'll meet you again because we have to go for lunch also. First thing, how to make yourselves as a good teacher. Yes. So, yes, the good teacher addresses the same students. The class admires 1 or 2 teachers or 3 or 4 teachers, and they are not admiring, they are not appreciating it. Same class, same room, same students. And good teacher studies the same book, and the bad teacher, failure teacher also studies the same book. And they follow the same syllabus, both the people follows the same syllabus. How it makes a difference between good and bad, between success and failure teaching. Students are same, books are same, curriculum is same, environment is same, everything is same. How somebody are considered to be a successful teacher and somebody 1 or 2 maybe failure teachers by the same students. So there are issues, I will narrate it. Those things, what a good teacher does and what a bad teacher how a failure teacher makes it himself failure. The first thing is, there are 3 aspects in this about your preparation. The second part is the teaching learning, very activity of teaching, and third part is the evaluation part. These are the 3 parts in teaching learning process. Yes. In the first part, the basic part, the preparation part, normally I think you are in that status. Once you are allotted a particular course, in the particular course there are 5 units. You are going to teach the first unit for the next 10 days. So you are preparing the first unit, that to first part of the first unit. You are good. That is what a normal teacher does it. A failure teacher does it. You are in that phase. So you are already allotted classes, you are already allotted the courses, and there are 5 units, so you know that. And you are in the first unit preparation, and first unit also is the first part of preparation. If you are like that, you are going to be a failure. So what is a successful teacher does it instead of it? If there are 5 units, yes, before starting the first class, he has to go through all the 5 units and understand most of its content. More than that, he has to understand the connectivity from first chapter to second chapter, unit to third unit. That connectivity is very important. A more specific example, suppose you are introducing 3 equations in the first unit. You give all the 3 equations in a routine way, and they forget it in a routine way. If you know out of these 3 equations, 1 equation is repeated for many times, and it is useful for to maintain the connectivity, you are going to stress on that equation, explain it more, and make sure that all the students learn that equation, and make sure that if you call the students and see that whether they are learning that part or not, then your life would be easy in the next parts. So that is possible. That is possible when you cover when you have an idea on all the units. So that is the first thing under preparation. That is the difference between a failure teacher, between failure and successful teacher. Successful teacher covers all the units, have a broad idea of all the units, and knows the connectivity from one unit to the other unit. A failure teacher makes himself maybe thorough in that part only. So you can ask yourselves, what is the difference between a teacher and student if you do it? You are preparing at 8 o'clock, and if you prepare a part of it, and the student is doing it at 11 o'clock. Absolutely, there is no difference between the student and the teacher if you are doing like that. Absolutely no difference. Students have the better maturity, better understanding. Faculty has the better maturity, better understanding, better perception of the subject than the student because he knows all about all the entire course. Otherwise, there is no difference between intelligent teacher, student, and faculty. Only 3 hours gap is there. So that is the first aspect of preparation. The second aspect of preparation is, okay, when you go through a book, I know that you understand because you are very, very bright students, bright people. You are all through gone with many tests, many gate exams and other exams. You are very intelligent. When you go through that, yes, you understand what it is there, but that is not enough. That is a failure teacher's problem. Yes, you understand, no problem. But when you are going to present it, you can't put it in a very confident way. Yes, a successful teacher always prepares a notes and makes it, by giving a provision to add some more things at the later stage. You have to study at least 2 standard textbooks for every course and make out your notes and make out your own logic and also understanding of that content. What is it, before starting, what is it I want to transfer it to the student during this class? One question you have to ask yourselves. So you have to make a comprehensive notes for the entire course. And third aspect is, that is also not enough. Yes, you have made a comprehensive notes, you got an understanding, fine. But some of the things you need to practice it. Means for many times. So to impress the students. Yes. So you have to practice, you try to do it today itself. Suppose a diagram is there, a complicated diagram is there. So first time it takes 10-15 minutes. You draw the same thing second time, it takes 5 minutes. Draw it the third time, you can finish it in 2 minutes. If it is in the fourth time, you can finish it without seeing the board. Yes, you must practice the important aspects like equations, diagrams, circuit diagrams, this, that, and all that. Must be able to write on the blackboard without seeing the blackboard. Yes, that is possible. Then there is a lot of admiration from the student because students spend 10 minutes, but you have finished it in 1 minute. This is the first part of it, most important part. A failure teacher always studies one part of the chapter and he doesn't write a good notes, he doesn't practice. So when he is writing by turning towards the board, the students are unhappy and all of you have done that in your classes, in some of the classes at least. And no attention, no eye contact, nothing, and no correction, required correction. I think all of you have experience with some of the teachers. I think most of you can recall. So this is it, what you have to do it for in the first phase. The second phase is your teaching part. Your teaching part. The teaching part is the first thing about your teaching anyway. Supported with PPTs and other things, fine. In the regular teaching, the first part is the second First thing in the teaching part is your communication with the reasonable stress gap should be there. So I ask you to prepare thoroughly. I ask you to have, if required, rehearsals. When you are thorough, if you are going on with a big speed, so the other brain cannot grasp. You have to have stress, gap and other things. 4 days back I went to Delhi and came back to Vizag, and yesterday reached Guntur. This is 1 day. People miss it something. Instead, 4 days back I went to Delhi stress. And then started, after 1 day, reached Vizag stress. Yesterday at 6:30 I reached Guntur. So Guntur stress. So that is how the communication needs to be. Most of the people are thorough, very intelligent, very good, and all that, good preparation. But their communication, they are missing. They are gone telling without, see, brain also is an antenna. We have to give some time to receive it. Some of you are science people. It's also an antenna. So you have to give some time to receive that signal. So you have to give reasonable stress pass. Go in the required speed to the level of the grasp of the students. That is the first thing. Second thing is, you write so much on the blackboard. Most of the failure teachers, see, the failure teachers on the side, just like that, he goes with the jet speed, with full content, everything is a failure. Because people are not dancing. On the other side, most of the times you are using the blackboard. When you are using the blackboard, most of the failure teachers, what they do is they write something in the middle of the blackboard and rub it off and write, rub it off, write, rub it off. This is the way. But don't do that. That is the practice of most of the failure teachers. But start from one end of the blackboard, keep it till you complete that hour. So that brain has to see that for 3-4 times. Suppose you are introducing 3 concepts in a particular class. The first concept, one part, second concept, another part, third concept, the third part. So when the brain looks at that for many times, it connects. How the second concept is evolved from the third, and third is evolved from the second. Don't rub it off just like that. Don't make it play the volleyball in the class. So that is what many teachers do. Keep it like a good picture on the blackboard. They should have the mental picture after seeing the blackboard at once. And also it facilitates you to repeat. And it facilitates you to recall it from the students. If you are going writing one equation, rubbing off, writing second equation, rubbing off, it is rubbing off from the mind also. Not only from the blackboard. So this is the second part. And third thing is, you try to support all this content with good examples, good PPTs, and very much available on the net. So make it a very colorful thing, classic, very colorful thing, because they will feel monotonous. You are the same teacher, same face, same dress, same thing, but what is the change? We have to create some change. The change is you are showing lots of pictures, lots of application aspects, lots of working models. So from the net and make them create understand. Okay. So these are the 3 important things in the teaching part. In the delivery part, you have to will take care of it. Again, I am repeating. Try to go slow, giving stress and pass, required stress and pass. That is the first thing about the communication. Second aspect, when you are using the blackboard, don't rub it off. Make, as far as possible, make sure that the entire concept, all the concepts of that particular class are available on the blackboard till the end. And the third aspect is just make it interesting by getting some working models and other things so that it helps them understand. So this is the second part of your teaching. And the third part is evaluation. Evaluation normally believe and the regular practice is we teach for 1.5 months or 2 months, mid-exams are conducted, 6 months, after that semester exams are conducted. But that is not the only evaluation. There may be continuous evaluation also. Once you complete a teaching of 50 minutes, you can evaluate then and there itself the students and yourself. Yes. It may not be a periodical thing. Give some time and timetable and conduct an examination. You can, after 15 minutes of your teaching, conduct a surprise test on the content what you taught it during that hour. If 75% of the students answered your question, you are a successful teacher. Otherwise, you have to repeat it again. Yes, students should learn then and there itself. Not going home, going through the book and taking some time and all that. If you teach them, if you are a good teacher, your students should learn then and there itself, at least 70-80% of the students. Then you are a great man. Greater than anybody. That is the great teacher. So for that, you should have understanding on the subject. You should have the repetition of the important concepts, and you should ask the questions in between and conduct the recalling exercise, and then it is very much possible. Not simply coming with some content and delivering it and going. What has happened to that delivery? Whether it is reached or not, whether it is absorbed or not, or grasped or not, nobody knows. You are the first man to know that. My guess, I'm telling you, 70 to 80% of the students should answer your questions on the spot. If you throw a better understanding, and if you go there with a better preparation, and if you present it in a better form, it is very much possible. Never, I think, you have faced that kind of practice, that kind of thing. Start practicing. Test yourselves. Test your students. And encourage them. If you have nothing wrong, suppose only 40% of students corrected it. So repeat it. What is wrong with that? Might be it is a difficult subject, a complicated subject, not able to grasp. Might be you are not doing the required understanding. So might be some reason. So repeat it and giving more explanation so that you have to reach it to the 70-80%. On the spot, you have to answer your questions. That is the beauty of the teaching. So if you practice this kind of thing, I think in no time, yes, you will be great teachers. Not only simply good teachers. So yes, students will love you, admire you. And though you are young, most of you are young, so yes, simply admire. You need not be 50 years, 60 years. It can be 25 years also. Maybe you may get a lot of information. And these things actually, this team, FDP team will train you and insist you. So don't be absent. Don't be overconfident that you already got a doctorate degree and all that. So there is something to learn. And it is all to make you happy. Yes. And yes, they have conducted 4 or 5 programs so far. They are very much successful. And I always share with the Vice Chancellor that all of my faculty members should be successful. So that is true also. You can't believe, if we get the feedback, 95% of the faculty members are getting feedback more than 90%. That is the real health of the institute. Yes, I challenge any other institute. 95% of the faculty of my faculty is getting the feedback more than 90%. We don't allow any teacher to fail. So they made it. They have done an exceptionally good work. So try to be serious, try to take things and add to your profession. And one of the interesting things what they have done is, as a social program, we have collected around 60 graduates, came from Telugu medium. Yes, unemployed, they are suffering for their basic needs. And we, as a social program, around this place, we collected them, we invited them, offered everything free, all this training, food, everything, for 3 months or so. They are from Telugu medium, they are defeated, no confidence. They feel themselves they are not fit for anything in this world. That kind of people, they have undergone this program for 3 months. Yes. They are all employed in English medium schools with good salaries. All of them. Yes. That is the effect of this program. That is how they conduct it. So don't feel that I am from IIT, so needs no coaching. No training. I am from a doctorate, needs no training. Don't feel like that. Don't make yourselves in a different way. So other things are there. I will talk to you at a later stage. How to go with the other faculty members, how to go with the HOD, and what are the other administrative things you can do, and how to develop your career faster. These things I will let you know after sometime in another meeting, because it is already delayed, and I know that Vice Chancellor also not taken the lunch, so I can't make him. Anyway, so once again I welcome you all. Wish you all the best. Good luck. Thanks.